The chill continues.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Got a very special guest on our phone line.
Oh.
The great Colin Quinn.
I like when Opie says we have a very special guest. It always makes me laugh.
Yes.
Well, first I was driving up to a gig last week, and there I'm listening to the radio. The show's on. First it says, which thank God my Twitter followers. I don't even notice. Twitter people notice and pointed out to me, so I get curious. It says Bobo and Colin Quinn. So I have second billing to Bobo. Now, that's bad enough. Then my name is misspelled.
Oh, no. That happens a lot.
How do they spell it?
2 L's.
Who's in charge of that, Sam?
That's either E-Rock or
Sam's in charge
Sal.
of it.
No, I'm not in charge.
Sam, you're in charge of that, are you?
No.
Colin's saying you are.
Look, I host the show. I don't do all the technical stuff.
There's a lot of
In
misspelling.
all honesty, though,
Yeah.
if E-Rock, of course he would. You just look at E-Rock and you know he can't spell.
Yes.
He just has that look of like a dumb speller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're constantly screwing up the spelling on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It kind of ruined my fall. I remember my fun fall ride with Norton years ago with the same route, you know, and how he made that into a nightmare with his stupid cynicism, you know.
And he has to stop at every service area.
Oh, I tell you, that's the crowding point of my whole life. Is Norton screwed me a week before on a gig by not stopping at a rest area when I wanted to get to McDonald's or Wendy's. So I passed right by. I pulled into the service area like we're going to Starbucks. You know, you have to have a Starbucks, and then pulled right out onto the main road.
Good for you.
By the way, on my trip, I was listening to the Michael Shannon interview.
Yes. He sounds like Stephen Wright.
You guys, yeah, I give you guys credit. You guys are the most forced, worst interviewers I've ever heard.
Why?
That was the worst interview I've ever heard. So it's because you're in the middle of doing what you love, busting bobos, busting people's balls, harassing people, and then a guest comes on and you're sitting there with your hands folded like phony little Catholic school kids and trying to be nice and civil for 15 minutes and hope they can get out to you. That's what you love doing.
You know what? I'm so glad you bring this up.
He's right.
You're absolutely
He's
right.
right.
We changed gears with some of these people, like they're royalty, and it's like, fuck. Well, it happened to you with the Mark Cuban.
You guys are literally sitting there.
Colin Quinn looks at me like, what are you guys doing? This isn't your show.
Yeah, and the whole audience is just waiting. We're all sitting there waiting. Okay, he'll be gone soon. Whoever the guest is, Mr. Serious Guy. You know what I mean?
He's right.
Yeah, I don't.
The most infuriating part might be Norton, who pipes in with his little questions like is a serious interview. He really thinks he's Charlie Rose.
Oh, man, I hate when Colin's right, but he's right.
I know. There are so many times.
We thought about this for years. I don't really like having a lot of guests on this radio show.
No.
And you did it to him with Paul Anka, too.
What do you mean?
You left him on hold.
Well, you know,
that's
it's Paul
true.
Anka. Yeah, then we like, you know what? We have Paul Anka in that day, and we panic because you're calling in. We're like, oh, my God, we can't possibly put these two together, even though that would have been good.
Right.
Oh, my God. No, you were right. Your instinct was right. It would have been horrible.
No, and horrible in a good way.
Every show. Yeah, the Paul Anka. I can't believe you guys are throwing that back in my face.
Sorry. I think that's my fault. I panicked. I'm like, oh, my God, we got to make sure we do a proper Paul Anka interview.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, we feel like we have to do a real interview.
You guys decide to become professional for 15 minutes every show,
Well,
and it's uncomfortable.
I personally hate it because, you know, our history, we used to beat the shit out of guests to the point no guest would come on our show anymore.
That's true.
It was kind of like the Morton Downey Jr. thing, you know. People weren't on to Morton Downey Jr. at first, and then when they were on to him, he had to take all the shitty guests because no one in their right mind would go on that show anymore, knowing everybody was against the person.
Right.
So then we had to start being nice to guests, and now I think we're overly nice.
But even they notice there's an uncomfortable air. They're going, what's going on here? They see in the corner there's like some splattered chocolate. There's like a half-naked hooker looming in the background, and you guys are like, so? What, it's like going into a house where there's like a murder victim just happened. Sit down and have a nice chat.
Yeah, we're going to have a chat before we get back to the debauchery.
There's a weird inability to transition really comfortably between those things. I don't know what to do with guests instead. You just fucking interview them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe you guys could do something like, say, hey, we have some wacky times in here, and just say, we had a little crazy thing. It's not what you actors do, but you ever have any crazy times like that?
Yeah, that would be good.
I mean, you're right.
Other than the Barbara Walters of comedians going, so, you play a scary guy on the show. I've also... Shut up!
Yeah, we are tools when it comes to that. I don't know what to do. But what do you do?
But more importantly, are you guys in production? Riding around with Bobo? Is this in production yet?
Yeah, the show.
Yeah.
He wants to have a surprise Thanksgiving. We're gonna burst in on him on Thanksgiving.
Right, that's what he wanted. Colin Quinn to burst in on him for Thanksgiving.
What?
And then people suggested we make that Anthony's house and Anthony's kitchen.
And I could shoot him, yeah.
I blocked.
Home invasion.
That's what I missed on Twitter because I blocked him again.
You block him, I know.
That's what I missed because that's kind of fun.
Dude.
He wants you to blow off your family or wherever you go for Thanksgiving. To show. Oh, my God.
To bust into his house. So, of course, I retweet it and went, wow, Carl, this seems like a good idea.
It does.
Just to get Bobo going, of course. Yeah.
But it's true, but he loves Anthony the most, obviously.
The lack of logic in these people.
It's
it's amazing.
Bobo has his issues. What are you going to do?
But we got a bunch of people like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they listen to.
Plus, if I burst in, if his idea is to burst in, it's not really that much of a surprise burst,
No, it's his idea, so it wouldn't surprise. He'd be like, it's Colin bursting in.
Right.
Yeah. Although his mother and sister probably would get a little shaken up.
No, the mom's a big Colin Quinn fan. She'd be out of her mind happy.
Well, then she would be happy.
And then you got Bobo on the barbecuing up some stuff for the Thanksgiving meal. Beautiful.
Having 2 beers and getting hammered.
Huh?
Opie's hit good. He's like, "Can get on the barbecue?"
It's beautiful.
He'd start throwing up on people's floors because he's had two beers.
Right. You're sitting there awkwardly as the dog's barking.
You know how happy I am that Anthony didn't even get mad when both of us rolled.
It was so perfect. How could I possibly get mad? It was, and it was on a like a linoleum fake wood floor, easy cleanup. So I really didn't care. Him yelling, "I told you I wanted to pace myself," was hilarious.
He was drunk 10 minutes into the party.
10 minutes in.
He almost drowned. There's a video of him almost drowning in Anthony's pool.
Oh, when he jumped into my pool holding a hamburger. Earlier. He was holding a hamburger and jumped in my pool. Fucking Bobo.
I don't know.
Never a dull moment. That motherfucker.
Yeah. What was going to say?
That's hilarious, guys. Excuse me, now we have to break. Hugh Jackman's coming back.
You didn't like our Hugh Jackman piece?
You didn't like our...
I didn't see the Hugh Jackman.
That's a big A-lister.
Oh, it was a big one.
The name of somebody that I thought would be,
We got a couple pop culture things that came together that day. You got the big Hugh Jackman, and then he's trying out a cronut on our show. It was amazing.
It was like the Today Show.
Yeah. We could do that Today Show stuff.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was terrific.
We asked him, acting or singing, what was your first love?
Sure. I've been saying this for a while, man.
Yeah.
I have been saying this for a while. I'm like, what's wrong with us? None of these people want to be friends with us, so what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
It's hilarious. You guys are like Kathy Lee and Hoda.
How embarrassing.
That drivel.
Oh,
why is that
man.
on TV?
Yeah.
I watch that shit at the gym just to be annoyed.
I know, me too.
You do, right? It's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing on TV.
It's the best because they're like, woohoo, yo, have another drink. Oh,
YOLO.
Everybody love it too. And even on other morning shows or afternoon shows, it was like, hey, watch out, you're going to be like Kathy Lee, oh, that drink, and everyone's cackling.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they think they're edgy because they got a glass of wine on TV.
Look out.
That they barely touch, by the way. Because I bet you someone gave Kathy Lee a talking to.
Yeah, you think she was lushing it up too much?
I
oh,
would
boy.
imagine.
Look out. Wild women.
She's still trying to get over that whole...
What, gift getting fucking the prostitute in the hotel room and trying to fuck her in the ass on film?
Yeah, that was like the first setup of those things.
Yeah, that was like the first celebrity, like, I'm going to fucking set you up.
I'm going to fuck you over.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. She's on fucking Regis with her dumb kid and talking about this great life. And then there's GIF on the cover of the National Enquirer or the Star wanting to fuck a hooker in the asshole.
I don't know why that happened. Don't you wonder why that was the first one? Like, who got pissed off at who?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they obviously could have done that to 1,000 people over the past 20 years. But
yep. Yeah, really. You know,
uncover.
Just happened to the GIF.
Hey, did you hear from Squirts? Did he find his fax machine?
I did not hear from him.
Dude,
I thought after we talked about this on Friday that we would get the answer.
Need a fax machine.
Anywhere in the Manchester area, I need a fax machine.
If I need it fast, I got to get some important stuff out.
There's a show there, man. We got to get all these people together and just film them.
Like, don't you need a fax machine to be where you're faxing to?
Yeah.
If you have one fax machine in the whole world and Scorch has it,
they kind of work together, don't they?
Yeah.
Because then you should expect a fax back from that person with the answer.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a question-answer thing, the fax machine.
Oh, shit, I got an important fax, but it was on that rolly paper, and it rolled up and rolled under the counter.
Oh, my God. Match Vegas.
Hey, should we bring back the retarded Laverne Shirley? Are we ready yet, Carl?
Yeah.
It was fun last time we were in. I think we're ready again.
Although Marion is very mad at us because we recorded her saying the N-word.
I remember.
Yeah.
When she was doing the twerking.
She was twerking in the elevator with
But the husband called.
And she's like, yeah, that's right, my niggas. She was all kinds of fucked up.
She said it. Wasn't the black dude encouraging her to say it?
Yeah, of course. He gave her a pass. DJ Who Kid.
Marion's got a ghetto pass.
Yeah, she got the ghetto pass.
She has street cred.
But then the husband called us. He was mad, and they were like, well, let's talk to Marion. But she went to work, but it was obvious she was still there.
Well, I think it's also, the times we live in.
Right.
He's more outraged about that than the fact that we were talking about certain, hygienic problems that were happening that day, too.
Oh, God, that's right. Fucking lady died. Well, we're looking at the video right now. She's trying to throw up gang signs, and she looks like one of those people afflicted with lobster claw hands.
Yeah.
She's so fucking...
And she's got
disgusting.
She's got her Monkeys concert T-shirt on.
Yeah. The Davy Jones Memorial.
It's the Davy Jones Memorial concert T-shirt, because the band went on without Davy.
Of course.
It was a discharge.
What a dick move to do.
Well, yeah, I had a discharge.
Yeah. But I'll tell you the truth. It's also a dick move. First time I came on with them, they were hardcore parrot heads.
Right.
That tell you. Obviously, they've switched to the Monkeys.
Yes.
They're all about the Monkeys, and
Jimmy Buffett needs all the love he can get. You know?
And she's proud that she knows a lot of his songs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Davy Jones, I mean.
Yeah.
No, I think I got my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so disgusting.
She got her last period on our show, right?
No, I think she fucking had an orgasm. I think Colin was right.
That turned out just to be a discharge.
Well, she came on our show.
Yeah, I think she was so excited.
I thought she was having
so many years, you know.
Yeah, she was squirming, and the pants are rubbing, and
oh my God!
Before you know it. A little.
Bring back Hugh Jackman. I'm sure there's a pastry we could talk about.
Oh. So, Hugh, during Les Mis, when you were filming Les Mis, now I'm fascinated that you all sang your own lines in that. What was that like?
I kind of hate Colin's honesty.
Oh, I know.
I want you to keep your honesty to yourself. It hurts too much.
How do you go between a movie like Prestige and a movie like Wolverine seamlessly?
Yeah.
Literally during, and I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of listeners, during the Michael Shannon interview, I wanted to drive right into another.
I mean, it was a good interview.
He wasn't a bundle of energy.
No, it was a horrible.
I had a different angle on it. I'm like, no, it was a good interview, but it just doesn't belong on the show.
No,
but you're saying it's just a bad interview, and it still doesn't belong on the show.
If it was like a first date, you guys would have said, "Yeah, that didn't work out." We just didn't click.
Yeah.
We say yes to a lot of guests because Jimmy wants to get those pictures taken.
Well,
I feel like we're being held hostage.
Yeah, and the worst part is Jim thinks because he watches Boardwalk Empire, he's going to have the insightful questions. But instead, the night before he does it, set at the cellar, he runs home, falls asleep too quickly, and wakes up and comes up with awful questions. So in his mind, he really preps because he watches the shows.
Right. Yeah.
But he doesn't do the prep of like thinking like, hey, what would be an interesting angle question? He asks a question that he thinks in his mind is interesting, but it's not. Unprepared horseshit.
Unprepared.
The truth of the matter.
I'm scared that Colin's consulting our show right
I love
now.
It. Unprepared horse shit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He swells his shit. You can just see him. So, on episode 2, there was the guy just looks at him like, oh, shut up, fanboy. I don't care.
He really does.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
He half prepares by watching the shows. I'll give him that.
All right.
Yes.
And he doesn't sit down and go, wow, what would be the angle on this, you know? No.
Was Providence good to you there, Colin?
What's that now?
Was Providence good to you?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was great, guys.
It's great, guys.
Liked it.
Yeah, it was great.
Where's the next stop on the big tour?
Oh, next stop we're talking about Ridgefield, Connecticut.
Okay.
Oh.
Then we're going to the SoPac, Jersey, of course, and then the Virginia, North Carolina. I'm hitting all the state, the 13 colonies tour, guys. I mean,
Yes, you got to hit them all.
You got to get them all, right?
Yes.
And I told you the big joke about Rhode Island was how they weren't even at the convention, so we had a good laugh over that
one. We're 13. We're about 14 hours away from shutdown.
Yeah.
From the government shutdown.
Oh, that's right. It's perfect for my show.
Yeah.
It kind of is. It's a good tie-in.
Oh man, I don't know what's going to happen in 14 hours. What happens? They have a countdown clock. Like when it reaches 0, something's going to happen, right?
You can't get your passport.
Oh.
Yeah. What else? There's just a couple of things.
Oh, so you're not going to be able to do like some government-related things.
Some of them, right?
Some, but I mean, the Air Force is still going to be flying.
And if you got the government job, you don't get paid.
What about the post office? Delivering mail?
I think
they deliver mail.
All right. So what the fuck is the big deal?
Oh, gee.
I don't get it.
How about you just have a shutdown? That means everything's shut down.
But if there's
special rules.
When you have a countdown clock, I'm seeing it on Fox, on CNN, right. They all counting down. There's a clock on the screen constantly. Wouldn't you think that when it reaches 0, something happens that is this big thing?
Devastating.
Well, but a lot of people don't go to work as far as like about I think like 500,000 people don't work.
All right. Okay.
And who's going to do the fun part of the countdown? The 10-9-8 thing. Will they have some special person doing that?
Well,
yeah, probably.
It can't be Dick Clark.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Scorch.
I'm starting to think that CNN is pushing some fear forward here with the countdown
That's what
clock.
I'm thinking.
It's a little fear right there.
Shutdown, countdown.
13 hours, 55 minutes to the shutdown.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what they're saying? It's a countdown?
Yeah, there's an actual countdown.
It's smart. That's why they keep people watching. Are you kidding me?
We'll be talking with Harry Reid, upcoming
Oh.
Wouldn't that be great? We do an interview. So, the shutdown, sir. Now, all I'm thinking about is our interviews.
Well, you know what?
No, if you guys had political people on, it would actually work fine.
Well, we had Rumsfeld on. Ant was going for the real interview.
Yeah.
Because he's a big fan of the Rumsfeld.
And Louis C.K.
And Louis C.K. was asking him if he's a lizard or not.
Right,
that was a classic moment on the show.
Yeah, the politicians.
So you're saying more of that type of thing?
More politicians.
The politicians on, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it's the fluff actor bullshit that Colin does not think works well on this program.
Right. It's all, I think Opie got to the root problem. Norton wants autographs.
We feel guilty. We're like, oh, if we say no, he's not going to get the big picture.
Yeah, Norton wants a picture. That's all it is.
I am so scared the next time we got to interview anyone now.
Oh, no.
You're going to be in the back of my head. You're going to be in the back of my head.
Oh, no, I know.
And you're going to be out there somewhere, which is creepy, counting on us to just blow it up.
No, not even blow it up. Just, the stilted dialogue.
He's right. What happened?
So, and everybody politely waits. Each one of you politely waits for the next guy before you ask your next question.
Yes. and then if you step on somebody, you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What you were saying?
Ask your bit of importantness here. Shit, he's right. Fuck you, Colin. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll see you later.
All right, Carl. Thanks. Thanks for nothing.
I am Colin Quinn on Twitter.
Carl's fucking
Go there now.
brilliant. Fucking guy.